Good morning. Am I audible? Good morning. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Am I audible? Am I audible enough? Good morning, ma. Okay, okay. Fine. So you'll be having your science to class. We'll just continue with it. So we were talking about nutrition and animals, right? The Holozoic nutrition. You'll be having your science class now. Yes, yes, but you'll be having your science class. Science 2 class, okay? All right. So we were talking about nutrition and animals. So the different ways of nutrition and the process of nutrition, right? What did we exactly see was we were talking about the Holozoic nutrition. That is the mode of feeding. The how they are feeding is called as Holozoic nutrition. So in that Holozoic nutrition, we were talking about ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and exgestion. So we just completed the ignition, okay, ingestion alone, right? Can you tell me some examples which we saw in ingestion? What are the things which we saw in ingestions? So what actually the word ingestion is all about? What is the meaning of ingestion? Okay, Celia. Now I'm asking about what is called as ingestion. The process of what? Yes, taking in food. Yeah. Okay, so the process of taking in the food, right? So that's called as ingestion. So cilia, you've told me. So cilia, it belongs to paramecium. So paramecium, with the help of cilia, it just takes in the food. Yes, of course. So paramecium, is it a unicellular organism or a multicellular organism? Is it a unicellular organism or a multicellular? Very good, Nafil. It's a unicellular organism. So with the help of cilia, it just locomotory organ. So it just moves itself and gets the food. Also, it with the help of the oral groove, with the digestion, the next process will be taking place. So similarly, we also saw about hydra. So hydra, which with the help of what they used to take the food? Hydra. Very good. So tentacles plays a vital role. So with the help of the tentacles, they used to engulf the foods. Very good. Frog. Now coming to the third one, frog. Frog. How does the frog takes? Very good. So along with the frog, you have lizard, chameleon, everything takes place with a sticky tongue. It used to stick the prey and they take it out. And a spider. Very good. So sticky web is for spider. All right. So butterfly and mosquito, they used to take with one thing. Okay. So they used to take with the help of one thing, proboscis. Okay. So what is called as proboscis? What exactly proboscis is all about? So what do they take using proboscis? What do mosquito take and what do butterfly take? Yes, they used to suck. Very good. So blood, okay. Not filter feeders. Okay, nectar or blood. Good. Good. That's the good thing. So that's coming. Okay, filter feeders, you've told me. So filter feeders comes under what organism? Any example for filter feeders? Filter feeders, any example? Shark. Very good. Whale. Very good. Aquatic animals. Also flamingo. Okay, so flamingo, ducks, everything comes under filter feeders. All right. I hope you're clear with it, right? So good to know that you're clear with this topic. And we'll just now move on to the next one, which is the digestion. We'll just talk about the digestion and then we'll move on to the next topic. Okay, so the second one is digestion. So when you talk about digestion, digestion is actually a complex form of nutrition. So everything process and all, it's like a very big process of it's a complex form. Okay, so digestion is actually a complex form of nutrition. What they do is like they observe the food. Okay, they cannot if they observe the food, means that particular food has to be broken down. So that will be done with the help in the digestion. Okay, what exactly happens in the digestion is the digested food particles which is present, right? With the help of digestive juices, the food particles will be assimilated, like it will be broken down. All the things will be broken down and the process will be taking place. So that's what which we are going to see in the digestion. So digestion is nothing but the process of, it is, what is the process is, it's like converting food complex. Okay, so complex food, that is complex food, converting complex food into a simple and soluble so it's a simple and soluble form is called digestion. So this is the definition which is going to it. So what exactly the word digestion is all about? So converting, so the process of converting complex food into a simple and a soluble form is called as digestion. So most animals use physical and chemical methods for digesting foods. Okay, so there are many various way of digesting food. So when you take human body, the digestion will be totally different. When you take unicellular organism like paramecium, amoeba, euglena and all, that digestion will be different. When you take maybe the spiders and all those things, okay, the small insects, okay, again the digestion will be different. So it just varies from one person to another. So complex form of digestion which you can see, okay, which you can see in a human being is humans, like in all over the animals. When you compare with this, the complex form will be, one major complex form is done in humans, followed by other organisms. Okay, so other organisms, like it is like simplest form and all you have amoeba. For amoeba will be simplest form, will be now we'll be reading about amoeba, so that the digestion we can just see. So other than amoeba, if you take maybe if you take a rabbit, okay, rabbit, again the digestion form will be different. So you can ask me why the digestion form and the digestive juices will be different. Why? Because of the food they take in. Okay, we take lots of both. Okay, since we are an omnivorous animal, since we are coming under omnivorous, what we do is we take lots of flesh also. Similarly, we take lots of vegetables. Okay, but the vegetables which we are taking, okay, the leaves which we are taking will be totally cooked. Okay, so cooked and we'll be taking it. Okay, so when you are cooking and taking it, what happens is like you don't have the leaves and all, that will be softened and you can eat it. Digestion will be taking place. But rabbit and all, if you take, is like they used to take the food substance in a very raw condition. Okay, so the carrot, it may be a carrot, it may be lettuce, whatever it is, they'll be since they are herbivorous, they take in lots of green leaf vegetables. Like they will not be cooking it. Okay, everything they'll be taking it as such. So that's why the digestion process will be different in one another. So that's why the digestion actually different. So how the food which we intake, okay, so it totally depends on that, and the digestion will be different from one another. So this is the this will be the definition. So converting complex food into simple and soluble form is called as digestion. So first thing is exgestion, followed by the digestion, and now the third one. Okay, so the third one is the absorption. So absorption will be the third one. So what is the definition here is process by which the digested food, so the digested food is passed into the blood so that it can be transported to different parts of the body. So by which is circulatory system. So what plays a vital role in circulatory system? When you talk about the word circulatory system is like the heart. Okay, so the heart will be attached. The heart, including or everything, okay, comes under the blood, passing of the blood from veins, arteries together, you call it as a circulatory system. So okay, now the digested food substances will will be absorbed into the bloodstream. So the bloodstream is like, along with the blood, certain nutrient compounds will also be passed, and it will be passed on to various parts of the body. So why they are passed? Because all the body parts of your system, they need some kinds of nutrients to perform their functions. So that's why the passing of the nutrients is done. So that's called as absorption. So absorption is nothing but the process by which digested food, okay, so the digested food will be passed, or it will be transported to various parts of the body with the help of the circulatory system. Okay, so along where the blood travels, right? So from head till the foot, it needs certain kinds of nutrients, and it will be passed with the help of the circulatory system. So that is called as absorption. Yes. Okay, so that's called as absorption. So digestion, you get some kinds of juices, maybe from liver, some pancreas, stomach, gallbladder, everything they need for the digestion. Okay, so the digestion thing. And absorption is like, after the digestion comes the absorption, where the digested food will be passed on to transported to various parts of the body with the help of the circulatory system. Is it clear? Any doubts till this? Is it clear, or do you want me to explain again? Okay, if not, then we'll move on to the next topic. So converted by the absorption, you have assimilation. Okay, so the next one is the assimilation. You want me to explain again, then Darshini? Okay. Okay. I'll just finish the assimilation. We'll just talk about it again. So assimilation is nothing but the process through which the absorbed food is utilized for energy. So along with the energy, you have growth and development. Okay, so this will be the Okay, now am I audible? Oh, all right. So we were talking about yes, we were talking about assimilation, right? So after absorption, that comes the assimilation. So assimilation is nothing but so we'll just see from the digestion. So digestion is like you have food particles which this big size. Okay, what happens is digested particles will be broken down with the helps of digestive juices. That's what which we were talking about. So it will be broken down with the help of digestive juices. So this particle, the bigger particles will become smaller. So after it becomes smaller, what happens is like it will be passed on to the bloodstream. So it will be passed on to the bloodstream. That is, the broken particles will be absorbed. Only the energy will be absorbed. Okay, so energy will be absorbed in the bloodstream. So with the help of the circulatory system. So it will be passed on with the help of circulatory system. It will be passed on to the bloodstream. So will be the absorption. So this bloodstream, what happens, followed by the assimilation process by which this will be utilization of energy will be done. Okay, so the next one is utilization of energy. What is called as utilization of energy? So utilization of energy is that we will be doing some work and we need energy and it will be utilized. That the uses of energy will be done. So with the help of the bloodstream where the absorption is taking place, after the absorption, what happens is like it goes and the energy will be utilized. So followed by the assimilation. So first part, breaking down of the food particles, is digestion, followed by the absorption, which is done in the bloodstream, and thirdly the assimilation, which will be like passed on to all parts of your body. So when you're doing some physical work or mental work, the energy will be utilized. So this is called as assimilation. So you asked me to repeat it again, and I hope you're clear with this, right? Now, are you clear with the digestion, absorption, and assimilation? Is it clear, Danyashri and others? All right. So last one, moving on to the last part. So the last part will be excision. Okay. So the last part will be excision. Okay. Okay. So excision, what is called as excision? The process by which undigested food material is formed in the released in the feces, removed from the body. So it is removed process where the undigested food. Okay, so undigested food will be coming out in the form of feces. So it will be removed from your body. So this is what your exhaustion is all about. So exhaustion is nothing but it's just a common thing. So exhaustion, what happens is like the common undigested food. Okay, so the fiber, we already talked, the fiber plays a vital role, right, in all removing the undigested food particles. What happens is like remove the undigested food in the form of feces. So daily routine will be done, right? So in that time it will be coming out so that your body will be strict and healthy. So first one is ingestion. Ingestion is followed by the digestion, where digestive juices plays a vital role, and moving on to absorption, where the circulatory system plays a vital role, formed by assimilation. So energy which coming out. Okay, so that's called as assimilation, and largely the excretory process which will be the exhaustion. So is it clear still this? So this is what the 5 process which we are going to see, which we saw in the thing. Okay, so can you just tell me now? So ingestion is like the process which you take in the food. Digestion, the process which the bigger particles will be broken down into smaller particles. So that is the second thing. And absorption is like all the digested food particles, the digested nutrients will be passed on to the bloodstream with the help of the circulatory system. Fourth one is the absorption, assimilation, where the energy will be utilized, and fifth is the exhaustion, where the excretory product comes out, that is will be undigested food. Is it clear till this? Is it clear, or do you want me to explain again? Okay, I want everyone's answer. Is it clear? Exhaustion, digestion, absorption, assimilation. Very good. Ingestion. Good. Okay, good. If you are clear with it, then we'll move on to the next topic. So nutrition and amoeba. We are going to see about the amoebic. Okay, so what exactly the amoeba is all about. Okay. So we'll just see about it. So amoeba follows holozoic nutrition. So process, again, it has the same 5 process, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and excision. So this is the process which we will be talking about. So here what happens, one process, one will be done by the ingestion. So here one, they give you ingestion, the second one is digestion, so third one is absorption, fourth is assimilation, and fifth one, it is the exgestion. So we'll talk about this in a detailed manner now. So amoeba senses food. Okay, when you talk about amoeba, one major thing of amoeba, it is actually a unicellular organization, right? So it's a unicellular organization, so we already know about that. And what happens is like all the process will be done in the same cell. So same cell, since it's a unicellular organism, everything will be done in the same cell. Okay, so amoeba, or what another process, so this amoeba, just like paramecium, they have this locomotory organ called as pseudopodium. Okay, so the organ, it is called as pseudopodium. Spelling goes by PSEU. So PSEU DOPODIUM. Okay, pseudopodium. So pseudopodium, you also called as false feet. Okay, the word pseudo, it's actually like this, it will be divided like this. Okay, so divided like this, pseudopodium. Podium is nothing but feet, and pseudo is called as false, so it's called as false feet. So you cannot see the feet very clearly, and all the process will be done, so that's why you call it as pseudopodium. So pseudopodium, and the singular is pseudopodia. Okay, plural is pseudopodia and singular is pseudopodium. So what happens, so just like the cilia, okay, so just like similar way of cilia, this pseudopodium engulfs the food. Okay, so this food, okay, food particle will be present, and the pseudopodium which goes to that particular food, and what happens is like they join together to form a small cavity, and that cavity is called as food vacuole. So this they don't have amoeba. One major thing about amoeba also is amoeba, they don't have definite shape. Okay, so they don't have what, they don't have definite shape. You can draw everything, and maybe they don't exactly have any shape. Okay, since they don't have any shape, so when they are seeing the food vacuole, they just move with the help of the pseudopodia, and they just create a food vacuole. So this vacuole, they just create a vacuole here, right? So this is called as food vacuole, and the food gets trapped into the food vacuole. So when what happens is like food gets trapped in the food vacuole, so that it does not go outside. So that's why it's actually food gets trapped in the food vacuole. So it just gets closed with this, like this, it just closes itself, so that the trapping of the food will be done. So here what happens, it's called this area. Okay, so this exactly this area, you call it as food vacuole. Okay, so this thing is called as food vacuole. Since that, why they are called as food vacuole is because they want to get the food gets trapped in the food vacuole. So then that's why they call it as food vacuole. So when after it is getting trapped, what happened is like the digestive juices secreted into the vacuole. So this will be the vacuole. So what happens here, you can just find it. So here there are numerous dot things. So here what happens is like digestive juices will be secreted. Comes the digestion. Okay, so the digestive juices will be secreted. So here digestive juices will be secreted. Why? Because the digestion has to be taken place. So digestion takes place, will be done. So how this digestion, it is also called, this process of digestion is also called as intracellular digestion. Okay, so coming to the intracellular part, what is exactly called as intracellular digestion? Intracellular digestion is nothing but digestion which takes place inside the cell. Inside the cell, you call it as intracellular digestion. Outside the cell is called as extracellular digestion. So here, this amoeba, you call it as intracellular digestion. Why? Because it is taken place inside the cell. So that will be, that's why you call it as intracellular digestion. So this 5 process will be done in the amoeba. So first thing is what happens, you have pseudopodia. Pseudopodia means false feet. So because amoeba don't have a definite shape, like what happens, it moves to that food area and it just traps the food, and that creates a vacuole called as food vacuole. Food vacuole is nothing but trapping in the food. So after trapping in the food, it just closes itself, and here digestive juices will be secreted. And after, when the digestive juices is secreted, what happens, the digestive juices will be secreted inside the cell. So with the digestion which is taking place inside the cell, you call it as intracellular digestion. Is it clear till this? That is ingestion and digestion which is taking place in the amoeba. Is it clear till this? Or do you have any doubts? Yeah. Amoebic dysentery, there are various causes which this amoeba does. Yes. Okay, so I'll just stop with this. Okay, I'll just stop with this. Probably we'll just see the absorption, assimilation, digestion maybe on the next class. I'll just tell you again. Okay, so amoeba, since amoeba, it's actually holozoic nutrition, the process will be done. So they have this pseudopodia, locomotory called as pseudopodia. You call it as false feet. Okay, so since they don't have any definite shape, it just moves and it just traps the food. The trapping of the food is with then creation of a vacuole. You call it as a food vacuole. All right, so food vacuole, inside the food vacuole there will be the enzymes, the secretion called as digestive enzymes, and it will be done in the inside the cell itself. So that's why you call it as intracellular digestion. Okay, so this is how it is. So I think maybe I'll just stop with it now. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Any doubts means you can just ask me. Okay, maybe just go through this. Probably if you've gotten your books, just go through this unit. We'll just see about it in the next class, and please do learn whatever the homeworks which we are giving. Okay, if you're not having any doubts, then I'll wind up the class. Thank you, sir. Thank you.